The CLA Shooting Brake is the first all-electric estate Mercedes has ever built, and it exists because every competitor decided the format was dead. BMW killed its compact wagon. Audi never made one. Volkswagen pulled the Arteon Shooting Brake this year. Mercedes arrived at the opposite conclusion. After walking around it in Graz, I think they might be right. But the boot tells a more complicated story than the brochure does. Up to the B-pillar, this is the CLA saloon. Shark nose front, 142 illuminated stars behind the sealed grille, a stance lower and wider than before. From the rear three-quarter, the difference arrives. The roofline extends further and drops more gradually than the outgoing Shooting Brake, and a full-width light strip ties star-shaped taillights into one horizontal signature. In Cosmos Black, the spoiler makes the panoramic glass roof appear to flow directly into the rear screen. One continuous surface from windscreen to tailgate. I came expecting a stretch CLA. What I found makes the saloon look like the compromise. The MBUX Superscreen runs 3 displays across the cabin: 10.2 5-inch driver cluster, 14-inch center touchscreen, 14-inch passenger screen, all on the new MBUX platform. The detail most reviewers skip is that Mercedes brought back a physical rocker switch for adaptive cruise and a volume roller on the steering wheel. Those two decisions fixed the biggest complaints from the previous MBUX generation. The floating center console divides into 2 levels, with the lower section deep enough for a phone and wallet without stacking them. Sport seats with red contrast stitching hold shape without pressing after 20 minutes. Drilled aluminum pedals and AMG Line detail change the foot feel entirely compared to rubber alternatives. The feature I kept returning to is overhead. The panoramic roof runs from windscreen frame to rear spoiler in a single pane. 158 LED stars embedded in the glass, synchronized with the ambient lighting. During the day, invisible. At night, something approaching the Rolls-Royce Starlight effect at a fraction of the cost. I mentioned it to 2 people at the show. Both immediately asked about the price. Rear passengers gain 26 mm of headroom over the saloon, the direct benefit of the extended roofline. Legroom works for 2 adults, but taller passengers will feel the greenhouse narrowing above their shoulders. Where the rear genuinely changes is the switchable panoramic glass, clear to opaque in 10 to 20 milliseconds. Backseat passengers sit under sky rather than headlining. That alone separates this second row from every compact SUV in the segment. 455 liters of boot space, around 16.1 cubic feet. 30 liters less than the predecessor despite the larger body. Batteries account for the difference. Fold the 40-20-40 bench and the figure reaches 1,290 liters, around 45.6 cubic feet. The load floor is flat and the electric tailgate is standard. What compensates is under the bonnet. A 101-liter frunk for charging cables or the bag you want separated from main cargo. That addition changes daily routine more than the boot figure suggests. 268 horsepower, 335 Nm from a single rear motor. 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds, around 6.6 to 60 miles per hour. 85 kilowatt-hour battery, 761 kilometers WLTP, around 473 miles. 800-volt architecture, 10 to 80% in 22 minutes. 10 minutes at a fast charger adds 310 kilometers, around 193 miles. A 2-speed rear gearbox earns the range without asking the motor to do everything alone. Mercedes priced the CLA Saloon from €55,859, with the Shooting Brake expected around $2,000 more. No BMW compact wagon exists, no Audi A3 Avant, no Volkswagen alternative. The absence of competition is not evidence that nobody wants this format. It is evidence that nobody else committed. Whether the estate format deserved to survive the SUV era was a genuine question. This is Mercedes' answer, and it is harder to argue with than the industry expected. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.